So hi there everyone, welcome back to another episode of my Satisfactory series. My name's Leon, I'm the one looking after you. And yes, we're standing next to the vehicle that we said we were going to take for a drive in this episode, but there's been a change of plans due to some developments. So let's have a look at what's changed since the last episode. Well, I carried on all of the research that we had built up, and one of the things we got in the hard drive that we found in the last episode when we were going about was a new recipe. And the recipe was it turned biomass into coal, or biocoal. So as you can see here now, sorry it's a bit dark, is these machines are now producing coal. I've had to double stack this because it's producing a lot of coal. We're topping up the machines and everything. I haven't got much. It takes more of that. Much storage space left, so it does a lot better than using the biomass. But it does mean that kind of once these generators run out, we are liable to run out of fuel. So we need to get on with that. So that is going to be the plan for this episode. But we've also put another couple of machines. With the first one is. Got to work this out. Got one over here. So you'll see this one here. And what this is doing is making colour cartridges, but we'll get into those in another episode. That's been made from the petals that we collect when we were doing bits. And we've also got this machine over here. So what I've done is, it's the one that makes the rods. I've split it off. I've got one going into more rods, some rods going into the storage over there, and then some more rods going into here. And what this is doing is making ammunition for the rebar gun. So that's this thing. Oh, I've got to reload. Is for if we get and taking all the bad guys, we've got some better weapon now as well. So we've got that. I actually also have the cartridge gun made as well, and I also got the medicinal inhaler, which was got from another level of research. So that increases our health ability. So that's good. I've also encased this staircase, but this is where we're going to be making the power. Go up here. So the idea is I'm going to put some power stations up here, probably along this bit there. So we're going to be doing that. So let's cue the intro and let's get doing some building. So we've got to do this build in two parts, because the power these coal generators need two things. They need coal, and they also need water. So the water's got to come. So there's the coal generator. I think if what we do is, what do we put them up there? I think what we'll do is we'll put them up there. The reason why I'm thinking is because the coal is being made just below that bit, and also we've got to bring water, and the nearest water supply is over there. Oh, yeah, visitor. So I think what we'll do is we'll do one. I've got to remember the staircase as well. Actually, I can see it better, but it's this back edge I want to get right. get 2 in to start with. Once we get 3 in. Right. Now, what I've got to do is make sure I've got enough space to get various things across to each other. Because I've never had to do this with pipes before, so this is a completely new bit for me. Well, completely new bit for me. Done a little bit of work with pipes in my own little test save, but nothing on this scale. Right, so let's have a look what we've got. That's so realistically, I think the best thing we do is if we put the pipes in first. Right, so we need some copper sheets, and I have got those being made. There we go, just drop down here. Oh, there we go. That's this one. Could take a few. Staircases over here. I also have, when I last checked, there's a couple of tickets available. There's 2 available. Probably going to need the... Actually, no, I think I'm okay at the moment. I don't think I'm needing any of those particularly. Right, there's the staircase. That's what I wanted. Because realistically, by building it on this bit, we can count this as another external bit and now actually then box in that bit over there. Right. Right, so we're going to need that one. Let's put that into there. That into there. I'm not going to worry about pumps or anything. Put that in there. I want to make sure we've got everything that we need. Yeah, I've got enough for that. Right. So the water's coming across this way. I said I want it back far enough, but you there. Right, there's our first bit of pipeline. Because what I'm thinking is if I put the pipes across, I can always drop the conveyors over the top. This is annoying, so it's trying to work out the line. because it doesn't do the same as actually, if we do it this way, for now, that looks about right. And there to there. I don't think that's straight. It's not. That means that's in the wrong place. Right, let's try get rid of that. Right, can I, if I went from there to there, for example, no, it's not going to just let me take out one section. So you're kind of just on that side of the line. That looks hopeful. Looks a bit better. That looks good. Yeah, that looks fine. Need to remove that. Right, for my plan I need to do this bit next. Right, there. I was hoping I could attach it to the wall. Right, okay. So is that one of the things I need from this machine? Yeah. Okay. So how far are we off? So we might have to do the conveyor while we wait for that. Yeah, right. Actually, I'm going to do this bit for a second. So if we come out of there, punch that one out. logistics. What I want to do as well is make sure we don't get any of that. Actually, no, those two aren't connected. As I said, this is all new to me. I mean, one, I didn't know about that coal recipe, so this meant what my idea was to get the coal coming in and then do this bit. But I'll work out what we do with that coal once we figure it out. Okay, so I'm going to have to go over. Okay. Right, so you're coming out. Is that perfect height? That. Oh. That's awkward because it comes out next to that ramp. Let's try that again. That one. Well, go do this way. Yes. Up. No, I didn't mean to do that. Because once you get the first one in position, you then get to go up, and then you can turn it. I'm going to turn it there. I'm going to hope that's right. Back up the stairs again. Oh, wrong place. I'm just going to do something a second. That one. That's a faster belt. Right, that's those in there. More steel sheets. We'll just go up this way since we're here. There we go. Cool, that has worked. Because that's bringing coal up to this level. I think what we'll do is we'll bring it down this side. Splitter. Put you there. This is annoying because I can't get... What can I put down to get on top of the pipe? Foundation. 1 meter. Is that going to be too far away? No. Yeah. But it could be in the way of that one. But what am I missing? Rods. How are we doing? This is when you get into build mode, it gets annoying because you suddenly start using materials and you have to... Actually, no, it'd be quicker going up this way, wouldn't it? But the reason I'm showing this in proper time is it's because it's the process you kind of go through. Oh, I just had an idea. If I was to put... No, because I kind of needed it to come up another way. I'm going to stick to my plan. Right. You... Oh, flaming heck, too far. Oh no, because that means I can't get out of here. Actually, that's not a bad idea, really. Actually, it is, because I need to get the height. Right, let's try that again. So, one of those there, and then we'll... normal. Like that. Right, we'll take that one out for now. So that means I can take this out for now. Just need to make sure this pipe will go back in. Yep. Actually, I need to make sure it will go back in and the conveyor belt will still go over the top. Can I get up there? No. Oh, go. Logistics. Conveyor splitter. There. Right, we'll run fast belts between there. And that's wrong place. How did that end up in the wrong place? normal belt from there to there. Fast belt from there to there. Normal belt across there. Oh, that works. Right. I think I still squint, but this also allows me to get up here. Up one. Up one. I don't realistically need a splitter there, but I'm going to keep it in case I decide to expand this chain. And I've put that one in the wrong place. This can be a normal belt. Actually, no, it can't. It needs to be a fast belt. Again, in case we decide to expand, which we probably will have, because I don't think even 3 of these is going to generate enough power. See, that's because that's in the wrong place. Top, right, that's in the right place now. Yeah, I've done it again. At least I know I can get out of these fairly easily. He says missing the jump. Right, so that's those ones hooked up. This one should actually be fairly straightforward to do, because we know it's on that line. And we know it's that size. And then if I go just to like that for now. Different position, but I'm not overly worried about this kind of side. So that's fairly straightforward. That's got those hooked up. kind of one other thing it does need. Put it there. I haven't got any cable. Right, we need to finish hooking up that at some point. So now it's the water. Right, let's hope those tickets are ready. Yes. Right. So I kind of want to run it round the building. Support. Let's try one there. One there for now. Right, pipe from there to there. I'll put that in there for now. Now I want to move that over a bit. Love if it would go there. Well, what I'm going to hope as well is that you don't need pumps along all of this. Right, you. There. And there. See, what I'll probably do is colour this pipe a different colour once I get it done. Right. Oh, I love it. Look at this. Yeah. I just love the fact that they're going along the outside of the building. I'm going to brave it all the way to the end. Is it that one? Is it just above the... Yeah. Actually, I'm going to put this one there. Because at some point I've got to bring the pipe down. Oh, it's too long. Okay, we need to put one in between. Right, we're getting over to the water now. Okay, so we need a water extractor. See, I think it goes up the light wall there. Like that. And I've put that one in the wrong place. That's right, it'll do. I'll have it slope upwards. Now the bit of course I was saying is I've got to wait and see is if I need to put a pump in. I know I've got to provide any power to it. Right. The other thing as well is I haven't put a reservoir in anywhere. That gives me an idea. Take that out. Organisation. That and that. I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to try it. Just no organisation, fluid buffer. Now, will it go from there into there? Oh, it will. And then if we put a... Right, we need to get power. Right, I'm going to go up to the door over here. So you've got a spare capability. But I've just realised one thing we haven't got. Cable. Right, and that one. I'm gonna grab some more copper while I'm here, because we've used, actually no, because we're not planting. We haven't really got that much water left to do unless we've got to build. Right, so we take you. Ah, you're full. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll take. I want that power line. Right, from you. To you. And from you. Right, don't know if you need bulk power. But you're now pumping. Tempted to put a power pump in there. But it needs powered. Right, if I can just get a line on that tower. Right, need to get up top. Because that's the only way we're going to now know if... Oh, I think there's bad guys around again. Because it's not far from this network being able to come online. Because all we've got to do is hook up the coal. Right, you're not getting any water there. problem is if it goes off before we get it hooked in, right. So you're getting water now. Let's see if I can jump up. Nope. Ah, might have to put a few more pumps in. The problem is I haven't really got the power to do it until I put... Then I've got to figure out how to get the power downstairs. Hang on a minute, does that tell me it might actually be that these things are already full? No, you've not got water yet. See, I think it might just be the length of the pipe that's just taking time to fill the water. Or yeah, it's not getting up yet. Right, gonna have to do a little bit of a change. Take that from there to there. Right, you've got pressure. You've now got pressure. It can't be that easy a fix. It really can't. If it's that easy a fix. Right. Actually, it might be quite easy to get power into the network because we could hook it into the cable over there for now. Water. Right, it's got to there. I think it's this extra bit of lift that's causing the issue. Right, what we do is if we put a pump in... see, it's going to slope the thing the wrong way. Clip the building. I'm going to put a pump there. No, see, I can't. That looks wrong. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it working, and then I can figure out. I'm going to also have to alter some of these pipes, I think. Yeah, you're only getting so much there. Actually, I just want to get into the power thing at the moment, and then I can increase. I can put more in because I'll have more power available. Oh, flaming heck! Right. Yeah, that actually looks stronger. Right, back up top. Cut through there. So I'm sorry about a lot of this kind of running around, the jerky camera movements and everything, but unfortunately it's when you're trying to get multiple layers at the moment, and I haven't got lanes and everything worked out. That's not got water. Right, you've not got water there. And you've only got a little bit there. Oh god, nearly fell off the building. Right, have you got any water in you now? You have. Right, I'm going to fire these up because then I've got enough power to do more. So what we're going to do here and I need it to line up with that. Is we'll put you there, and we'll put right. So we want I want you from there to there. Like that. Out of there. I need to hook this into somewhere. Right, this is where we do this. Come on, come on. Are you producing... Why aren't you producing power? Oh, because you've got no connection. There we go. And that is up. We've got our power plants up and running. Man, that was effort. Mainly because of the water problem. These never used to need water. I think there's a pump needed on this line. But I don't think it'll let me do it because of these. Actually, no. It looks like he's... No, I'm going to get more water coming up. Yeah, the flow rate's fine there. I think it's as it gets a little bit further up. I think it's kind of once it gets to about here. No. Oh well, it's working. We're up and running. Whoa, that was effort. So we've got to now start making sure we bring in coal. That's the thing. I mean, how much is this burning through our coal supply by? Yeah, we've still got coal being produced. Still got a full wagon there. I think what I'll need to do is change this. I'll need to change this conveyor belt ramp. You're not making any more. You're still making some, and you're still making some. So we've still got more being produced, but then that we can always go. Well, I probably will go and do some more supply runs. But so what I'm going to do in the next time, I'm going to try and get this pipeline tidied up a bit. We'll head to our usual vantage point. And yeah, power is up and running. But actually, that's in this. The one bit I'm worried about is how much power are we actually using. Those aren't connected to the network. I need to find coal. Yeah, because you haven't got much. We're using 150. I think they produce 137. Oh, I know what we can do for one of them. I know what we can do with one of them. Let me just... I have one thing we can do. Let's have a quick look at this while I'm here. We've got a while before the next lot of coupons is available. I can probably start diverting some supplies from some of the other stores to him. Actually, how are we looking at this one? Okay. Oh, I don't think it's on the... maybe it's not on the full network. I'll try this one. Because this is kind of... this is one that's always going to get kind of probably everything first. But what I'm going to do is this. Where is it? There. These are what you make from the green slugs that we found in the last episode. I do that, and I can then go home, overclock it. Yeah, they're not hooked in. These ones must be running off just that. So I need to get these hooked into the whole network. So that's one of the things I'm going to work on in the next step before the next episode. Get it all hooked up so all these power things are linked, because that's producing quite a lot of power there. I might be able to even start getting rid of some of the ones from below. Potentially, might have to put another one or two of those in. Well, definitely over time, but that's what that area is going to become. We've got it set up now, and you can see the coal is getting used. So technically, we could have another one here with a K pipe coming across, or even this going up and over, and more along there. So yeah, but if you've enjoyed it and want to see more, please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, or if you haven't already done so, leave your comments below. Come back and join us for another episode in a couple of days' time. But until then, bye bye for now.